Imagine waking up 20,000 years ago. There are no refrigerators, no grocery stores, no restaurants, no bread, no pizza, and no snacks. If you don't find food today, you might not survive tomorrow. So, what did Stone Age humans actually eat? The answer is far more surprising than most people think. For Stone Age people, food wasn't guaranteed. Every sunrise meant starting over. Families woke up not knowing if they would eat that day. There were no farms, no supermarkets, and no food deliveries. Everything came directly from nature. The strongest hunters left early every morning carrying stone-tipped spears, heavy wooden clubs, and sharp flint knives. Sometimes they tracked animals for hours before finding anything. Even then, success was never guaranteed. A single mistake could cost them their lives. Large animals like mammoths, giant bison, wild horses, and deer could easily injure or even kill a hunter. But if the hunt was successful, one animal could feed an entire group for days. Many people believe Stone Age humans lived almost entirely on meat, but that's not true. Plants were just as important. Women, children, and older members of the group often spent their days gathering food. They collected berries, wild apples, nuts, seeds, roots, edible leaves, and seasonal fruits. These foods provided important vitamins, minerals, and energy. In fact, during certain seasons, plants supplied more food than hunting. Without them, many communities simply wouldn't have survived. People who lived near rivers, lakes, or the ocean had another huge advantage: fish. They caught fish using sharpened wooden spears, bone hooks, woven traps, and sometimes even their bare hands. They also collected shellfish, crabs, freshwater mussels, and turtles. Fishing was often much safer than hunting large animals, and it provided a steady source of protein throughout the year. One of humanity's greatest discoveries was learning how to control fire. Before fire, eating raw meat was difficult and dangerous. Cooking made food softer, safer, and much easier to digest. It killed harmful bacteria and parasites. Cooking also allowed humans to eat certain plants that would otherwise be poisonous. But fire wasn't just for cooking. It kept predators away, provided warmth during freezing nights, and became the center of daily life. Every evening, families gathered around the fire to eat, rest, tell stories, and pass knowledge from one generation to the next. Food was too valuable to throw away. Stone Age humans used almost every part of an animal. They ate the meat, the liver, the heart, the kidneys, and even the brain. They cracked open bones to reach the nutritious bone marrow inside. Animal skin became clothing, bones became tools, and tendons became ropes. Every part had a purpose. Nothing went to waste. Today we can buy candy whenever we want, but Stone Age humans couldn't. The sweetest food they could find was wild honey. Finding a beehive was exciting, but dangerous. Hungry bees protected their nests aggressively. Still, the reward was worth the risk. Honey was packed with energy and was considered one of nature's greatest treasures. Did they eat insects? Yes, and many people around the world still do today. Stone Age humans ate insects like ants, termites, beetle larvae, and grasshoppers whenever they were available. They were rich in protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. For early humans, insects weren't strange. They were simply another source of food. Winter changed everything. Plants disappeared, fruit stopped growing, and animals migrated away. Finding food became incredibly difficult. To prepare, people dried meat under the sun, smoked fish over fires, and stored nuts, seeds, and dried berries for the cold months ahead. Planning ahead often meant the difference between survival and starvation. Stone Age humans didn't have soda, candy, chips, processed sugar, or fast food. Every meal required effort, and every calorie had to be earned. Many scientists believe their diet contained far fewer processed foods than the average modern diet. Of course, life was much harder, but the food itself was simple, natural, and nutritious. The Stone Age diet wasn't a trend. It wasn't a lifestyle choice. It was survival. Every meal depended on courage, patience, skill, and teamwork. Without modern technology, early humans managed to survive for thousands of years using only what nature provided. And because they did, human civilization was able to begin. So, here's a question for you. If you suddenly woke up in the Stone Age with no modern tools, do you think you could survive for just 1 week? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from history.